Happy Hump Day. This is Dee with Divine Needle. How's it going? Yeah, how's it going? We are in the lunar eclipse as I speak for the next 3 minutes. It started at 7:11 a.m. here in the central United States, Central Time, or 7:11 Eastern, sorry. So it'll be starting soon. Why am I off? Let's see. It started at 7:11 a.m. Oh, I'm off. It's already happened. Oh, well, that's okay. I woke up evidently just as it ended based on this time. So it started at 7:11 a.m. Eastern Time and ended at 7:26 a.m. And that's about the time I woke up. That is so awesome. Okay. That super blood moon total eclipse, lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. That is a big milestone. And I got up. I went directly outside when I got up. And everything just feels a little lighter and brighter. I know we've come out of days and days and days of rain, nothing but rain, 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 rain in the forecast. And some of that very, very heavy rains, like record breaking stuff. And yeah, it's been, oh, good morning. My son just surprised me. I heard the cats fooling with the door, but I didn't know he came through it too. Anyway, yes, it's Wednesday, May the 26th, 2021. It is 7:25 a.m. as I speak. And so, yeah. Wow. That means that eclipse happened exactly an hour ago now. It will just be ending almost exactly an hour ago. Wow, right? Anyway, grand rising to you. It's good to see you. And I'm having a bit of a late start again this morning because I'm actually sleeping decently. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, we have several things I'm going over today. First, we'll start with the Sabian mysteries. The picture for today is it says drilling for oil. Drilling for oil. But I see so much more in that picture. So much more. First of all, I see a baby's face right in here. Right in there. See, the lips are right here. Nose, eye. Like a baby that's just waking up. You can see the dark hair all around the outside here. That's the first thing. Second thing that pops into my head, because I got to looking at the news because of this water event they keep talking about in my readings. And the thing that popped out to me was this cyclone that's coming into India. And it is as big as the one they had in 1970 that killed over 500,000 people. And this Sabian Mysteries picture reminds me of the buoys, the weather buoys for the earthquake center that are out at sea that measure the wave height. That's what came to mind when I saw this. And so I'm not sure if that's what they're talking about as far as the water event. But the thing about that cyclone was what killed the most people was the flooding. And they've got one that's every bit as big as that one heading into India right now. Let me see if I can find any other information on that because I started this stream before getting a chance to really look at the news in general. Let's see if I can find anything else on that. Let's see. The last report was 1 million evacuated as storm nears India, and that was 7 hours ago. Let me look at the full coverage page on it. For 2 hours ago, give me just a second. I need a drink. All right. Powerful cyclone Yaz. Yaz means tree, by the way. Batters eastern India, forcing more than 1 million to evacuate. Okay, so that event actually was going down. Yeah, it evidently destroyed tens of thousands of mud houses in eastern India on Wednesday, forcing, and they're showing some video of it. So I don't know if this was the event that my reading was talking about because it was talking about a water event. It could be, but what stood out to me was the fact that this is, the full moon and the tides and everything, right? So it's possible. But the thing that stood out to me is an earthquake that ends up causing these event buoys to go off because of a tidal wave. So, I'm kind of watching the news. I'm hoping that doesn't actually occur, and our thoughts are with you in India. And we hope you guys are doing okay. I know the last time you guys had one like that, that was really not good. 500,000 lost because of the last one. Okay, so today, in honor of the full moon in Sagittarius and the eclipse energy, I was going to pull a card. Let me pull these down here. And we're going to pull one from this lunar deck. Put these up here. Okay. For the collective. And one thing I noticed, it seems like people are still having some problems out there, but it feels like the overall well-being, like everything's lifted a bit. Can't explain it, but even when something negative happens, it feels like a positive, which is really interesting. So, big changes in our lives right now. Okay. Full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. All right. So I'm going to set that to the side. The answers you need are coming. All right. So whatever it is that we've needed some answers about, I wonder if that's related to the reading. We're going to find out. It is related to this reading, but I'm wondering if it's related to the full moon solar eclipse or lunar eclipse video I did about today. Interesting. All right, let's get some Osho Zen for the collective. Postponement. And I just got told to take more. The rebel. Okay, anything else? For the collective this Wednesday, May the 26th. There's that wheel spinning. Anything else? Yep, flipped on the deck. They flipped that one out again. And that one landed integration. Okay. And we have integration. Integration of the reason they use this card, the full moon in Gemini, is your light and your dark sides, Gemini, right? Your light and dark sides and full integration of that. It's really interesting because my husband and I were doing some meditation rituals last night, and this reminds me so much of that, but it feels like then we got the what feels like an emperor card, but very much Aquarian energy. So Aries and Aquarius energy here, the rebel. See the spinning. See the spinning. Consciousness. Integration. Okay. I'm going to move the cards around a little bit so we have plenty of room. And I want all of these to be able to fit up here. All right. Well, look at those some more. Heading out of the reading. And yeah, I can't speak yet. Coffee. The one and only Ariana. Hello. Kiss JG. Divine Hazel. How you doing? It's good to see you. You re-injured your knee? Oh no. So your knee, the positive is you're going to have it fixed, huh? And here's the other positive. Advances in the knee surgeries have come so far just in the last 20 years, like leaps and bounds every year. And it's much less of a process now than it used to be. That's good news to me. So I'll be thinking of you. You'll have to keep us updated and let us know when you're supposed to have that done and how things go. Hmm. So I'll definitely be thinking about you. They have really updated those. And this keeps ending up touching the side of the desk, which every time the desk shakes the camera. See? Oh, well. Just can't have everything set up perfectly now, can we? All right, here we go. For the collective for Wednesday, overall energy for the collective. The discerning one, two of scepters, and the ferryman, six of swords. That's good news right there. Overall energy, everybody moving to calmer waters. Hmm. What is the highest priority for the collective for today? Okay, those went clean off the desk. I don't often have to retrieve cards, but I'm going to have to. Oh, and I'm knocking stuff off the desk as I go down. What'd we get? Hmm. Okay. Archangel of Mysteries and the Counselor, Angel of Justice. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? Okay. Alrighty. Archangel of Glory. So we have King of Earth and King of Scepters. And King of Swords. The Vagabond and two fives. The Contender and the Vagabond. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a pretty amazing reading. Okay, more coffee. I must wake up. I need a whole bucket of that. After that meditation, it was so weird when we were meditating. Doctor's appointment, June 1st. Very nice. At Boston, Mass. All right, awesome. You'll have to let us know because you'll likely get a date for fixing that after that. During that appointment, hopefully. We were meditating last night, and right at the first meditation session, because we went 25 minutes, and right at the end, there was this huge explosion. And I mean, it was really loud. And we couldn't, we were trying not to stop our meditation because we tried to make a practice that any noises going on around us are of no concern, right? But that was kind of concern. So we continued meditating for a few seconds after that happened. And I was like, "Did you hear that? Was that lightning?" Because when lightning strikes really close, it can be fairly loud. And, but it wasn't storming and there wasn't any storms around. And so all this stuff started going through my head. Totally broke the meditation, which the timer was almost ready to go off anyway for the meditation. So, so was that the divine wanting us to stop meditation for some reason? It got us to stop. I can tell you that. It was really loud. And what is fascinating to me, it happened at 12:22. 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah. Hmm. But it got us to stop. Never did figure it out. I thought maybe a transformer had blown on one of the poles nearby. Didn't see anything. Never heard any police activity. Nothing. And that sound was really loud. So I don't know. Maybe it was a transformer on a pole somewhere. Had to have been close by and within like a block of us. But I didn't see, usually when those go down, the power goes down for the people that particular one services. And I didn't see any lights out um, on any of the blocks nearby. So I don't know. Who knows what that was all about? It was loud enough. It should have had some response, I would think, but nothing. Not a thing. It's very interesting. Anyway, our underlying, the Archangel of Glory, and the King and Queen of Fire together. Ho, ho, ho. There we go. There they are, the King and the Queen. All kinds of fire. And the Chariot right under that, and Sacred Cinnabar, the Earth Gardener. 7 of Orbs right under that. An aha moment moving forward. This is the integration. This is the integration they're talking about right here. The integration of the King and the Queen. Ah, okay. That is fantastic underlying energy. And this isn't too shabby either. Okay. No wonder the energy is so much lighter. But we're going to go with this card first. The Archangel of Glory. I cannot speak this morning. A lot of, we're in the, leading up to Mercury retrograde. And everybody is having that issue. So, Archangel of Glory is our underlying energy. The King of Scepters is the Archangel of Glory, who holds up the torch, beckoning you to cultivation of the arts. The Archangel of Glory is a divine teacher in all forms of academia. This is the angel now by your side to facilitate success in artistic, literary, academic, or scholarly endeavors, appearing to you as a spirit guide for career success. Ignis aurum probat. Fire test gold. And we are gold. Yeah, we're golden. Now, something that I haven't shared with a lot of people yet that I'm going to talk about just briefly here is Farsight did a remote viewing on another group of ETs. And when I say group, that means several races that are allies. It is from the old empire, and it's the oldest of the old. And they're calling it the domain. Interesting, because web addresses are domains, right? Here's the kicker. For a long time, I told everybody about my little blue guys, my little buddies, the most highly evolved, one of the most highly evolved races. And guess who else was there that's part of the domain? The cat people, the Lyrans. So when people put out material about the Lyrians being the oldest of the races, they were right. I just had to make sure you guys knew about this. Now, there's a couple other races that are involved there, but those, the little blue guys and the cat people and regular humanoid looking people and them and various intermixings of those, so marriage relationships going on between those different races as well. So, yeah, the domain. Here's something that's of interest. They lost over 3,000 of their people into the incarnation grid during an attack over 10,000 years ago. And how did they put that? The dating. More than 10,000 years before BC. Okay? So we're talking extremely ancient history. We're talking before Sumerian history, likely, or in that time frame, possibly. They had a settlement, a really large battalion in the Himalayan mountains that was attacked. And there were over 3,000 of the domain races at that facility. And when they died at that facility, it got their souls stuck in the incarnation grid. And here's the other thing. Here's another thing you guys need to know about. They want their people back. That's good news for everybody on the planet. Just saying. Anyway, I digress. On with the reading. They do. They want their people back. You know how Gabriel always tells me, yeah, the great pretenders. He's talking about the two factions that are ruling the planet right now in the incarnation grid. The great pretenders. Oh, yeah. All right. So fire test gold. I also see this king. I see him as this is the kind of king who has your back, the kind that backs you up if something's going down. This one don't sit there. Like, this is the kind of person that if they're driving down the highway and they see an accident, they don't stop and gawk. They get out and run towards the issue. Zero fear. That's this king. Zero fear. And this one has your back. Okay. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but the kings to me are the fixed sign, so that's Leo. And this one, the queen, is Sagittarius. Mhm. And she goes out after what she wants, and lets nothing get in her way. Yeah. All right. So, overall energy for today, a path picked and moving on to calmer waters. The discerning one. So, this is almost to me like talking about an ending to the water event. See the water in the background on this card? Yeah. I'm moving on to calmer waters. I use that phrase. Everybody does with this Six of Swords. But that's the macrocosm. On the microcosm, it is a path picked and moving on to calmer waters. We got Aquarius and Aries. The same two that I see in this card, the Rebel card. Aries and Aquarius, the two A's. Oh, the two A's. That just reminded me of the visions I was getting of the American Airlines jets with the two A's on the tail wing. I was getting visions of that, and they were using it to talk about two angels coming to the planet. That's wild. Anyway, and here we are with a two, the discerning one, and we have Aries and Aquarius here. Mars and Mercury. Two of Scepters. There's always a deeper message in the message. Always. Always. Determine your boundaries and define the scope of your dominion. This is the moment for you to map out your ambition. Exercise discernment before you proceed any further on this path you've chosen. Look out to the horizon and discern whether this is the sea you want to embark from. Decide, do you want a kingdom or do you want an empire? Now remember, this super blood moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius was the crowning of the May Queen this morning. The May Queen has been crowned. And now deciding about that dominion, right? Now we're all deciding about, do we want a kingdom or do we want the empire? And moving on to calmer waters, Six of Swords, the ferryman. A grand card to get. And very good news for all of us. The energy this morning, like I said, when I stepped outside, was so much lighter. I'm like, okay. And it's beautiful and sunny. And I'm like, okay. After having so much rain, it's really weird. We've only had one other sunny day in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. It's been a while, and I mean really a hot minute. It's been mostly rain. Rain, 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 rain. And even on the day it was sunny, it rained later in the day. So we didn't get a full day of it, unfortunately. And the humidity here, just everything's just so saturated and soaked. It's crazy. Anyway, so picking our path, will it be a kingdom or will it be an empire? And Six of Swords. The ferryman navigates us to calmer waters. When the ferryman appears to you, you are about to embark upon a journey in hopes of leaving behind turbulent waters and achieving earned success. The success factors that the ferryman endows you with are intellectualism, acute and accurate analysis, and claircognizance. Plans move forward. You are being guided across what you previously thought was an impossible obstacle to overcome. What's that obstacle? The kingdom or the empire? That is an excellent overall energy. What's our highest priority? Weighing hearts against a feather and king of earth. 11, the chancellor, angel of justice, major arcana. Okay, here we go. This spirit represents recertification measures that counter karmic consequences. It is a spirit guiding you towards balanced judgment and making clear decisions. Do not judge based on appearances. Choose balanced action, balanced words, and balanced thought. When the Chancellor appears to you, it is a call to make the necessary adjustments so that you might restore balance. The Angel of Justice arrives when all considerations have been duly weighed, and this is you weighing that option, empire, kingdom or empire, right? And this is where you actually make that decision. And the resulting outcome of the choices you've made and your actions and your speech have now been determined. Key 11 marks the point when the truth comes out. The scales of your life are about to get tipped so that the balance can be maintained. And the King of Earth, angel who illuminates the shadows. Notice the king is a queen. Yep. That's the one who got crowned this morning. Yep, yep. Archangel of Mysteries. Another one of her many names is the Archangel of Revelations. We are in Revelations right now. The Age of Aquarius is the book of Revelations. She is a beneficent guide connected to the underworld, one authorized to act as an intermediary and mediator between the angelic realm, still subservient to the divine, and the realm of the fallen angels. She can also traverse through all the lower realms to guide lost souls. The Archangel of Mysteries appears now because these qualities and powers of protection of hers are needed by you. The King of Orbs illuminates the darkness for you, who are about to traverse the realms of shadow. You are about to uncover great mysteries. When the truth comes out, and the aha moment right there, that's the crown. Wow. So, uncovering those great mysteries. This is the archangel who protects you against all forms of darkness along your initiatory path of discovery. The King of Orbs is a great provider. You too are a great provider to others. With her lantern, the Archangel of Mysteries illuminates crossroads. She is a great master of spells and incantations. The ears of corn symbolize the seeds of spiritual enlightenment through the erudite study of esoteric practices. You manifest your material abundance through spiritual abundance. Hmm. So your spiritual abundance directly affecting the things being illuminated. Archangel of Mysteries. Wow. And that's our highest priority today. Highest priority. Making that blind decision, right? And it's a big one. Do we want a kingdom or do we want an empire? Mm. And what to be mindful of and or prepare for. The Vagabond. 5 of Orbs. The Vagabond is a spirit of alienation and feeling alienated. Crowning the holy temple is a lotus blossom that features the 5 petals, symbolizing the 5 aggregates of suffering: sensation, consciousness, physical forms, perception, and thought forms. The vagabond appears by your side when you are the wanderer with no sense of home or identity. Interesting, because those over 3,000 that got lost to the incarnation grid don't have their memories, and the domain knows it. They know about that. And they've been trying to help them get their memories back. And this is the wanderer with no sense of home or direction, right? Home or identity. This is the spirit that comes to you when your spirit is restless and you are in search of meaning. This is the spirit who will teach you toughness and resilience, but does so by putting you through a gauntlet of material trouble. Material troubles. But I don't know that it's so much about the material troubles as it is in search of meaning and the wanderer with no sense of home or identity. That's the domain's people that got lost here. Because they know they don't live here. They know they don't belong here. They know it. There's a bunch of people on this planet that are in various stages of waking up right now that know damn well this is not home. Hmm. They know it. They're not from here. Nope. That's us, the vagabond. Hmm. Archangel Commander, Angel of Storms and Battles. That is the King of Swords. So we have 3 kings on the ground: fire, earth, air. The King of Swords is the lead commander of the divine forces. Esque ad finum. We shall fight to the very end. Card of Aquarius. He's the most powerful and most formidable of heaven's warriors. His full title is Archangel Commander of the Light. The Archangel Commander appears to you now to bring strength, conviction, courage, and manifest fearlessness. He is tasked to assist you with navigating the storms, both inner and outer, and to defeat any demons that threaten to harm you. The King of Swords is your divine warrior who will lead heavenly armies against your adversaries. When the Commander of Light appears to you, it is because you need reinforcement. And now that spiritual reinforcement has come, led at the helm by the greatest champion, the Archangel Commander. You're preparing for a fight, and the Archangel Commander appears to you now in advocacy of your cause. And there is the fight, the contender. 5 of Scepters. The contender is the spirit of a zero-sum game. This is the spirit appearing before you when you face competition. This is the battle, the contention you fight for domination. This is the spirit who helps you through a rivalry for supremacy. Do we want the kingdom or do we want the empire? And are we willing to fight for it? Don't know about you guys, but I am. It's time to set everybody free. You know, this sword right here sets everybody free. That's the one that will unbind you and unfetter you to this hellish inversion. Anyway, the contender. This is a spirit who helps you through a rivalry for supremacy. There is strife in your world, and the contender is the spirit here to help you navigate that strife. So, whatever battles you all are fighting in your microcosm of your kingdoms and empires, are you willing to fight for what you want, for what's yours? What is rightfully yours? Lady Justice, rightfully yours. In your kingdom. We got a lot of kings showing up here for the party. Anyway, I digress. Event buoys. Seeing that little child up there, that was really weird. All right, let's see if Osho Zen's got anything else for us going out. And I'm going to have to rewatch some of this video because I'm going with the flow. Oh, and I knocked one of my mods over. Okay, that was supposed to happen. Shh. Guidance. Guidance from the archangels. Shh. Yep. But this card, interestingly, is the same thing as the ferryman. Do we go with the flow or go against the flow? Keep in mind, right now we're going with the flow. Right now, we're going with the flow, but we're going to pick our path. And what to be mindful of, prepare for. Preparing for a battle. And you guys are the contenders. So hang in there. And remember, stand your ground. Stand up for what you believe in, always. Never back down from that. Because that's the last thing you want to do. Don't ever start a fight, but damn well finish it. Anyway, I love you guys so much. And I hope you have a really good day. And I hope the news about the domain, because the two that became the ones that took over are called the Reptilian Group and the Orions, the Pretenders. Anyway, I hope that news helps many of you know that there are a lot of ET races out there, some much older than what's currently ruling the incarnation grid. hmm And there's a lot of hope. So, anyway, have a really, really awesome, awesome day. Talk to you later.